Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to guide you on how to set up and install IntelliSense for your neovim code editor on a Windows 10 machine. So IntelliSense is just a feature that auto-completes your code. You must be aware of IntelliSense if you are coming from a code editor like VS Code or Sublime Text or any other popular code editor out there. So neovim is a really great text editor, and with the power of IntelliSense it becomes extra powerful, and IntelliSense is a really cool feature for us developers. So I have already posted two videos about neovim on this channel, the first one being how to install and configure neovim on a Windows 10 machine, and the other one being how to install vimplug on a Windows machine. So vimplug is just a plugin manager that helps you install plugins for neovim on your Windows 10 machine. So you need vimplug for this tutorial, so you must go and watch that video if you haven't watched it yet. So I have already shown you the links for the I button for those videos. So let's get started. So I'll show you what we already have and what we already have done in the past two videos. So we have a configuration file for neovim, which is at c users yeah username app data local neovim, and the configuration file is called init.vim, and then we have a folder called autoload, and then another subfolder which is called plugged. So I would open up my PowerShell and I'll open the init.vim configuration file with neovim. So here I would specify the coc.nvim plugin. So here, as I told you in the previous video, that you can specify n number of plugins and they would be installed. So I would specify the URL of the plugin, which is github.com. It is neoclide coc.nvim. So then you can visit the official repository for some vim configuration. That is, this is the default configuration for coc.nvim, and you need this configuration, so you can just copy paste that. And so I'll just copy paste the configuration given here. So I have pasted the default configuration. So pasting the default configuration directly into neovim, it might give you some problems and it might lag a bit. So you can additionally open the file like I did in notepad and then add the configuration there. I know notepad sucks, but you have to do it. You won't do it again in your life. So now I would close this and I would open neovim, and I would say plug install to install coc, and it is installing and I am getting good vibes. So let it install and let's give it some time, because it is going to save us a lot of time when we code. So this is not installing, and I think I have made an error in the configuration. So here I had to write a branch there, and I will write it now. And it is also defined in the repo that I have to define a branch there. So I would do it like this: branch and release. You can use the nightly branch if you're pro, but I would just use the release branch. And there it is. Now I'd open neovim. So here we are. I would say plug install. Hopefully it works now. Yep, it works. It just took 170 milliseconds or so, so that's great. Now I'd close this tab and we have coc installed. So now we have another command to use, which is called coc install. Yep, coc install, you can see it right there. So I'll just close this and I'll show you something. I'll just close this. So here I would just create a dummy file. If I just use JavaScript, so you can also create a Python file or something like that. I would say new text document, and I would name it like script.js, and there I would delete this file. You don't need to keep it in the configuration directory. And here I would install some coc plugins. So coc itself has a lot of plugins, like you have a plugin for auto-completion of JavaScript, you have a plugin for Prettier, you have a plugin for auto-completion of Python, and a lot of things. So I'll just install the coc completion for JavaScript, and the command for that would be coc install coc-tsserver. So it would take a bit and it would install that coc-tsserver. I hope it has installed that. I would go. I guess we are having some issues. Hope we are not getting some issue. uh I would just go and say coc start. Node is not executable, so you also need node.js for this coc configuration file, and you gotta just install it from here. Node.js, as the link it says, node.js .org.in.download. So this opens, and you have to install it for Windows. So I'll quick install it and I'd come back. So I have Node installed on this machines, and I'll access coc here. So I would create a JavaScript file here, touch sc.js nvim.sc.js. so here you can install coc install, then you can write coc-tsserver, and then it would be installing coc.tsserver. You can see there it is installing that. And also node.js might take some time to install, that is why I opened up another machine. So that should not cause a problem for you, and it might take some 10-20 minutes to install, and ts server would also take some time. So it has been installed, ts server. Now you would see here, when I type console dot log, yep, you saw that, it has log, time log. I can choose that from the arrow keys, and then I can type some stuff here, and it is super cool. You just have intelligence inside of neovim, and you can also install other plugins for neovim. You can also install tabnine for neovim, which is very great for neovim, and you can have coc and any other plugin, and you have a lot of things to install with coc. You can install coc.json, you can install coc.python, a lot of things. So you can just go and visit the official repository to get all the things. I would leave a link to the repository in the description below. I hope you like this video, and I would see you next time. And if you want any other neovim tutorial, do let me know in the comment section below. And also your support is great. I have been getting a lot of views on the neovim videos, that's why I created this video. And now on, I would be creating some more neovim videos if you want, and otherwise I would create some web development videos, as I am a web developer. So that's it for today, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.